Hi, I'm Joe. I'm back with a new video. Um, okay, today I'd like to talk a little bit about a very strange myth that has been going around Singapore for some time. Okay, and um, and this myth is basically people have been saying that. I mean, the myth is about low G kind of tuning. Okay, that's being superior to high G, or low G is better than high G for singing and things like that lah. Okay. Um, I like to I beg to I beg to differ, okay? Um, I feel that a lot of these kind of myths are being perpetrated by instructors lah, okay? I wouldn't say the real instructors, but the false instructors, the fake ones, who don't really understand anything about the instrument, okay? Because the real instructors, they know exactly what low G and high G is for. But the ones who are unable to teach fingerstyle and unable to do fingerstyle themselves, they just do strumming, okay? Only strum chords only. So they came out with this very strange myth that states that low G is superior to high G. Okay, which I beg to differ lah. Okay, first and foremost, let's get something very clear. Okay, low G is actually a very unique kind of tuning. Okay, now the ukulele the default tuning for ukulele is in high G. Okay, that is a default tuning. That's why they call it re-entrant tuning, because it's high to high, it's not low to high. If it's low to high, it's like guitar, right? So we know the guitar is not a re-entrant tuning. So high to high, so it's a high G to a high G, high G to a A. Okay, that is a re-entrant tuning. Okay, so the original tuning of the ukulele is actually a high G. And the thing is that why the low G was developed actually to be used is because the more advanced players, okay, especially those who do a lot of improvisation, they needed additional notes, because at that point of time when they're using high G, the lowest note they have is actually a C note, which is this one, third string open string. Okay, so once they have once they have a low G, see they can actually move up to the okay, they can actually move up to the low G. Okay, now the low G is there's no such thing as being superior or inferior. Okay, it depends on what you want to use, what you want to do. Okay, or rather what you actually want to achieve. Okay, uh, I would like to state that the standard for a lot of ukulele exams or ukulele syllabuses out there are actually meant for high G. Okay, so it's always good to stick with your high G. Okay, if you're planning on really like learning the ukulele seriously, okay, it's good to stick with the high G. Now the low G has a very specific purpose actually. Okay, I would say it's very specific. Now the low G is actually meant for arrangements, right, which are made specifically, written specifically for low G kind of tuning. Okay, and also for people who improvise and they need lower notes to play in G. So the point is that if you don't play fingerstyle arrangements that particularly requires low G, or you do not do improvisation that requires low G, then please don't get a low G. Okay, it's pointless. It's really pointless. Okay, and the myth floating around Singapore that the low G is superior to high G is exactly what it is like. It's a myth lah. Okay, I'm going to explain to you why it's a myth. Okay, first of all, I have a low G over here. Okay, this is might go out a little bit of tune because I just changed this last night, so it hasn't really stretched out. This is what I call a wounded low G. So it seems like it's actually like metallic on the outside, but on the inside it's nylon strands. Okay, this is what I call wounded. Okay, it's different from the Aquila rates. Okay, and definitely better than Aquila rates because wounded low G is always nicer. Okay, wounded low G is always better than Aquila rates. Okay, by the way. Okay, just in case those of you who didn't know. Okay, now why is it a low G? For particularly for arrangements, certain arrangements. Okay, maybe let's say if I play like maybe if I play something like something like this. You can hear there's a okay, it's like a cello when you play on the bass note, and then goes on bass and then you go up. Okay, so for arrangements which are like that, okay, this is actually meant. I mean, the logi is meant for such arrangements. Okay, on the other side of it is also one of the use they use it. For, I mean, one of the users for logi is actually for people who play things like maybe bossa nova. Okay, very specific genres lah. Okay. There are quite a number of bossa nova fingerstyle solo chord melody arrangements which are specifically written. I mean, there are books even for low G. Okay, not as many as high G. Very limited, but interesting for people who like low G, who want to study low G. I mean, that's the reason why you need a low G lah, and that's the reason why you should get material that is actually written for low G. Okay, I think maybe like bossa nova. I'm going to show you a little bit what I mean by that. Okay, I'm going to play. Okay, I'm going to play once on this guy, and then I'm going to play on my high G that I have over there, and then you just listen to the difference. Okay, now here it goes. This one is called wave. Okay, it's wave. So it goes something like this. It goes like. Okay, now I'm not going to go into the chorus part where you go. Okay, I won't play that part. I just want to play only a fun part for you to understand. Okay, so the fun part you can actually hear. There's a it starts off with a little bit of a chord, like a chord intro where you go. Okay, now you can hear it, there's a pounding bass. It goes tum 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 tum. Right. This is actually like a bossa rhythm. Okay, so this is the reason why if you use a low G, it sounds good. Okay. Now the second thing, apart from the bossa rhythm, okay, is the part where you come into a melody. Okay, and this is why you require a low G for this. It goes. You hear that? Okay. Now, if I use a high G, I can still play the same thing. Okay, without changing my fingering. But it sounds a little bit weird. Okay, because this arrangement that I'm playing, is used. I mean, it's particularly created for low G. Okay, so if I do it on a high G, it sounds like that. See, it doesn't have the kind of punch to it anymore, and then it goes. It sounds a little bit weird because it's high G. Okay, and this arrangement is meant for low G. Okay, so that's the reason why we use low G. Okay, that's the reason why we use low G. Okay, I mean, likewise, same also if I play. Okay, if I use high G, it will go like. You see, it sounds a little bit strange, right? If you play on high G, because this arrangement is particularly written for low G. Okay, I have some scores which are written for low G. That I've collected over the years lah. That's the reason why I know about this thing, and what low G is actually really used for. Okay. So the thing is that if you are just doing strum, I mean, if you're just doing strum and sing, okay, please don't use a low G. Okay, and if you are an instructor, or rather, if you claim to be an instructor, and and for whatever reason you have some personal preference towards low G, I suggest that you don't go around teaching people that low G is superior to the high G. Okay, because this is a total myth. Okay, unless you are a fingerstyle teacher who teaches people using exercises or things like you have fingerstyle scores, okay, which are specifically written for the low G, then it's okay, it's fine, okay. If you're just doing strum and sing, please don't tell people that low G is superior to high G. Okay, there's no such thing. It's a myth. Okay, I've just played a sample of 2 different songs written here, which are written specifically for the low G, and I've done the same thing on the high G. You can hear it for yourself. There's a huge difference. Okay, and I mean that's basically what I want to say lah. Is that if you want to use a high, I mean you want to use a low G, you must really know what is the real purpose of a low G. Okay, it does not mean that you change the low G and you start strumming away. That equates to something special. It does not make it special. It does not. Why? Because if you're just strumming chords, okay, if you're just strumming chords, you're not doing anything special with the low G. Okay, you are not really hitting that low G. Okay, you're not hitting that low G. Trust me, really, you're not hitting it. Okay, because if you just go like, okay, apart from sounding boomier, okay, which is somewhat irritating, especially if you're going to do it as an entire group together. Okay, there is actually no purpose and no reason for you to use a low G. Okay, unless you're really finger picking. Finger picking, you really get into the low G because you're picking individually. You're going, see, or you're going. Okay, unless you are really picking that note. Okay, in this case, when I play this song, Wave, right? Okay, the note over here is actually an A note. Actually, it's actually a lower A note as compared to this one. See? So I'm going. See? That's the reason why I require a low G for such arrangements, and that's the reason why. Okay, those of us who actually play fingerstyle, okay, chord melody fingerstyle in particular, we keep 2 sets of tenor ukes. Okay, some of us may actually play baritone. It doesn't matter. Okay, even those who play baritone, they'll keep 2 sets. Okay, they'll keep 1 set low G, 1 set high G. That's it. Okay, the reason for that is really because of this purpose. When we're going to play songs which require low G, we will use low G. If we're going to play songs that require high G, we'll use high G. If I'm just going to do strum and sing, no, it doesn't matter what you use. Okay. So this is the first myth that I'm really busting really. And the second myth I want to bust that I heard people say is that you can't sing to high G or low G. Okay. I would like to challenge this thing because I feel it's nothing to do with the instrument. It's a matter of your ears, how you actually listen to it. Okay, and how you actually hear. Okay. Now, for example, I'm going to use the Goodbye Joe song because I think I did that in my previous video. Okay, okay, the Jambalaya song. So see, if I do it in a low G, right? Okay, it sounds like that. Now I have to tune my voice, okay, to suit the chords, right? The key I'm playing in. Okay, so Goodbye Joe, he's gotta go, me oh my oh, he's gotta go, oh the hero down the bayou. Okay, something like that. Okay, here I'm still Goodbye Joe, he's got to go, me oh my oh. Okay, I'm still singing in the same key, right? My voice is singing according to that key that I'm supposed to be playing in, which is C major. And even if I change it, if I switch over to high G, it's the same, see? Okay, Goodbye Joe, he's got to go, me oh my oh. He's gotta go hold the people down the bayou. It's here for the sweetest one, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Okay, I mean something like that, okay? But that's the point, okay? I'm still, you notice that I'm still singing in the same key. My voice is not going higher or not going lower. I'm still singing exactly the same thing, okay? It doesn't matter whether you play in high G or low G. It's a matter of they call it pitching. It's a matter of how you actually pitch your voice to follow the key you're playing in, okay? Inability to pitch your voice creates a false perception that low G is more suitable for your vocals and high G is not. This is actually a myth. It's not true, okay? It's not true. I've seen people who actually sing like a vocal and a flute duet, okay? And the person playing is not even using a flute, he's using what do you call that small little version of flute. I forgot, suddenly slipped my mind. So, I mean, it's basically like one octave above I mean, it's like maybe a couple octaves above the flute. So, I've seen people actually do that kind of thing, and yet the vocalist can sing according to that kind of pitch without having to raise her voice that high until it goes out of range. Okay, so it's a matter of how your ears pitch to the correct key that you're playing in. Okay, all these is based on experience and training. The two things. Okay, experience and training. Okay, it's got nothing to do with whether you use a low G or high G. Okay, no, it doesn't work that way. Okay. If you think that it works that way, it's mostly psychological. I will tell you, it's purely psychological. There's no such thing, okay? Yeah, and then and likewise, if you're strumming chords, it doesn't matter whether it's a low G or high G. Okay, if you're strumming, it doesn't matter. It's just the way you pitch your voice according to the key, okay? And you can play accordingly. It only matters, the low G only matters provided you are playing particular arrangements that require you to use that kind of low G, okay? I'll give you one more example. Let's say I play Stairway to Heaven, okay? Okay, if I play on let me play on a high G first, then you can hear the difference, okay? So on a high G, it goes something like this, okay? Okay, it sounds something like that, okay? Like if I do it on a low G, okay, it's the same thing, except it sounds because this particular fingerstyle arrangement is more suitable for low G. Okay, so there's a bass note for it, so it goes. Okay, and the thing is that there's pros and cons about the high G and the low G. Okay, the cons about the low G is that while it's a great tuning to have, it's a good, or rather, it's more like a setup now. Okay? It's a good setup to have. Okay, most of us we have two ukuleles, two tenor size ukuleles. One, like I said, one is high G and one is low G, and we use them depending on the occasion, depending on the song we're playing. Okay, the good thing about having the low G is that for arrangements that which are written for it specifically, they sound amazing. They sound great. Okay, they really sound amazing. The downside to using a low G is that because of the added bass string, it actually changes the overall tone of the sound, or rather the characteristic of the sound. It makes the ukulele sound a little bit more like guitar. Okay, and it really depends because some people may not really like the sound of guitar. I'm fine with the sound of guitar. I'm a guitarist, so I'm used to the sound of guitar. So in fact, for me, low G is actually kind of like a little bit more familiar to my ears. Okay, but okay, the sound of the ukulele is still in high G. That is the original setup for the ukulele. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you're doing strum and sing, it doesn't really matter. You do not need to change to a low G. Okay, it is a myth. Okay, and whoever taught you that myth doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, I mean, it's like, don't take my word for it. Go and talk to people who know what they're talking. Okay, go and talk to people who know talk to people who really know how to play. Okay, as in you really can play fingerstyle. Talk to them. talk to people like Tommy, talk to people like Mona, talk to people like Porto, talk to people like Alan Su. They will tell you, they'll tell you, it really doesn't really matter. Okay, it's mainly for people like us who are fingerstyle players. Only fingerstyle players. Then for us, yes, the logi is really special, really specially reserved to play that kind of pieces. Okay. Apart from that, no man. Okay, just use a high G. Okay. Um, Especially when you talk about things like campanella style playing, you definitely need a high G lah. Campanella style means that we play it's like a bell. Okay, there's a lot of open strings, so even a simple tune also the fingering can be insanely difficult. You see, like John King's Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring. Okay, something like that lah. So if I'm going to play arrangements which are like in campanella style, then yes, I need the high G. Okay, the low G will not be of any use to me. So it really depends on what piece you're playing, what arrangement you're playing. Does it require a low G? Does it require a high G? It really depends on situation, on scenario. Okay, but for strum and sing, no. Okay, strum and sing definitely no. It doesn't matter. Okay, you want low G, high G, it doesn't matter. It makes no difference. So it makes no sense to say that one is superior to the other. It makes no sense at all. Okay, so it's a myth. Okay, and the second thing is about saying that yeah, the low G matches my voice. No. If you have a problem singing to the high G, it means that you are unable to pitch your ears to the high G. It's got nothing to do with the instrument. It's yourself. Okay, the problem rests within yourself. You're unable to pitch. In other words, you most likely now I'm not perfect pitch by the way. There are people who are perfect pitch. There are musicians out there. There are people who like especially pianists. A lot of pianists are actually perfect pitch. Okay, I'm not perfect pitch. I'm actually relative. I mean, there's a site online where you can even test your pitch now, and I did my test online, and I'm actually relative high pitch. Okay, that means I'm kind of like 91% relative pitch, very close to perfect pitch now. Okay, not perfect yet, but very close to perfect pitch. So I can tell you for sure that it's got nothing to do with the instrument. It's the way you pitch. Okay, it's the way you pitch. How you match your voice to the instruments. Whether it's a low G or high G, how you match your voice to that is really based on your ears. That's the reason why if I'm to sing Goodbye Joe on high G and sing Goodbye Joe on the low G, it's the same. Sorry, I mean Jambalaya. Okay, that's the correct name for it, right? So if I sing Jambalaya on high G or low G, I'm able to sing the same way. Even if you ask me to sing Jambalaya while playing guitar, it's exactly the same. Okay, and you talk about low, guitar is even lower because guitar is not tuned as high as the ukulele. Okay. The guitar is actually in an E tuning, it's even lower, everything is all down, okay? So I'll be singing the same thing, exactly the same thing, even when the guitar sounds lower. I'll still be singing the same thing, okay? You could even give me a ukulele that it's like, let's say for example, okay, maybe let's say if you get me one of those like mini, small little sopraninos or something, okay? The mini sopranos, which are tuned, some of them are tuned up one octave higher, which means that it is high and then high G, one more octave higher. Okay? So it's like GG, okay, even higher. GG, okay, I mean something like that lah. Okay, so it's like G and then it's like one more octave G higher. So everything is super sharp, okay, super high pitch. Even if I'm to play a sopranino, right, that's tuned into the one octave higher kind of high G to me, I'll still be singing the same thing. Okay, it's just the way your ears pitch according to the instrument. It's got nothing to do with the instrument, whether it's high or low, whatever. No. Okay, it's how you pitch. That's why there are vocalists who sing with a bass guitar, even such thing. Okay, no other instruments, just bass guitar going boom, 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 and then the fellow is singing according to that. That's how they do it. Okay, it's the way they pitch their ears. Nothing to do with the instrument. Okay, so I hope this clarifies the low and the high G and the pitching issues with your instrument. Okay, it's a matter of training and experience, lah. Okay, yeah, I mean. That's all I have to say. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from this. Okay. If you have any questions, our number is on the just right at the description section. Okay, you can just either drop me or Tommy a WhatsApp message. You don't have to call us. If you're shy about it, just drop us a message, okay? And we will try to answer you, okay? Sometimes we might not be free lah when we're doing other things, whatever. So we might not be able to answer, may not be able to reply to you in time, but you can just drop us a WhatsApp message, tell us who you are, just introduce yourself and things like that, and then we can actually get back to you lah with whatever queries you have, things like that lah. Okay. Yeah, so just feel free to ask us any questions, okay? And thank you for watching, okay? And goodbye.